Okay, so in this section of the webinar training, we covered previously the Google Sites poster, some quick tips on using the tool. Now there's 3 things I want to teach you with this today. It should not take more than about 5 minutes. One is how to clone your accounts to match the number of posts that you want to use. This is really important if you want to use the tool correctly. Okay, it's very, very simple, but you still need to be aware of how that works. Okay. Secondly is how to import and export accounts between projects so that you don't have to keep adding the Gmail again and again and again. We can simply just import and export. I'll show you how to do that after you have done the first one. And then the next one is how we can use internal links through the money URL field. Okay, and this is part of the software interface, and I will show you if you use this you can create internal links back to the home page every single time, which is something that only you can do. We can't do that for you. We can't automate that for you because we don't know your website address. So this is how you can do that, and it will give you just a little bit of a boost for that home page for the purpose of SEO. Okay, so first of all, let's come into the tool and we'll look at matching your accounts to the number of posts. Okay, so if I'm going to create a brand new project, okay, let me come up to one of these I've got here. Okay, you can see here I've got, for example, 22 accounts here. This is the same account, just multiple instances of the same account. Okay, because if I have like this kind of situation, it's not going to post the keywords. If I've got, say, 20 keywords, it's not going to post 20 posts into this. This is only one instance. So the software works where you're telling the software post number 1 goes into this one, post number 2 goes into, if there's nothing there, it can't do any more posts. Okay, so what you have to do in that situation is you checkbox that and you click on the clone button. Don't click on the expand. If you click on the expand, it's going to open all of these, which are different accounts or different Google sites within your account. Okay, so that all these different Google sites within your account, you don't want that if you want to post into one particular Google site. So what you can do instead is click on the clone button. Okay, and you can click on that as many times as you need. So if you've got 7, say for example, as an example, you've got 7 keywords that you want to use, or 7 headlines that you want to use for your content, then what you would do is you've got 4, and then you would go and click on clone 3 more, and that would give you the 7 that you need. Okay, that means if you've got 7 headlines in your long tail alpha that we're using within the Google Sites poster, when we are in the options, we are choosing our headlines from here by simply clicking on use long tail send keywords, and then from the drop down you're going to choose the project that you are working on. Okay, that's how that works. Okay, so you need whatever is in here to if, say for example, here right now this one has got like 30 different keywords in here. It says videos, it should say keywords because we've used this multiple times over multiple tools, but you can see there's 30 here. So if I've got 30 and I want to make 30 posts, then when I'm in the Google Sites poster and I've chosen that particular project, whatever the amount of post number you've got within this campaign, you need to match it with the accounts. So in this case, if I need 30, I'm going to click on this, I'm going to clone it again. Now I've got 14. So if I just uncheck that and check it again and clone it again, now I've got 28. If I just uncheck that, choose 2 more and clone it again, now I've got 30. Now I've got 30. Okay, you can see over here, there's confirmation over here that you've got 30. So now if I want to use that long tail send list of keywords, or long tail alpha send of list of keywords, then it's matching this. Okay, so that's really important. If you don't understand that part, then that's really basics 101 kind of stuff. You won't be able to post properly, so just please understand that. Secondly, was the point I was going to make for the second point was how to clone your account. So you've already learned how to do that as well. Okay, let's just check what the third part was. Internal links. Okay, so here, the internal links. Now when you are in the posts tab over here, you will see you have this money URL here. Now for example, if I have a Google site, and I go into sites.google.com, did I do wrong here? Oh yeah, I've got a typo. Typos are kind of common for me, guys. I've got very impatient fingers. They keep typing too fast. Okay, so here, for example, I'll open this one up. This is a Google site. I'm just going to open this up. Right, now when this opens up, it's going to give me a URL for the home page. When I click on here, and I click on View Published Site. So here we are. Here's the published site. And here, make sure you've got that correct here. This is your site's URL. This is your site's URL. Okay. So if I want to make, say, 30 posts with one piece of content, and I want to link back to that home page, I'm going to put in here the URL for the home page. Now the software doesn't know the URL of your home page, so it cannot possibly do that for you. That's what you need to do. That means that every single post that you make with that one piece of content that you're using, then you're able to link back into that home page. Okay, it will be a hyperlink. Now when you're adding content in here, we can click on the add, and this will pop up here. You will see you've got 3 sections here, and you've got a preview here. One of the sections is a preview. Okay, so if I click on here, for example, the title, it's going to take whatever long tail title it's posting at that particular time. So if I've got 30 posts, for example, and post number 2 is saying how to make money with crypto by earning crypto coins or something like that, just from the top of my head, and this was doing for post number 2, it's going to have that headline here just by using that shortcode. Okay, it's going to take whatever the headline is for that particular post, and it's going to make that as a that shortcode is going to post that title in there. That means you just put adding it in there a couple of times. It's kind of good just to have for the purpose of SEO. It's kind of good to give you some unique content on every single page as well. Okay, and the other way that we can get unique content on every single page is this area here. Whatever you put in here, you can auto spin the text. Okay, you can auto spin the text. You do have the option in the settings there to add some third-party spinning tools or spin text tools like Spin Rewriter, Word AI, or the Best Spinner. If you've got any of those, you can just click on that button. It will auto spin your test before it posts. Okay, you can also come up here for search content, and here you can see we've got Article Builder and we've got Big Content Search. These are 2 tools that can give you automated content. It basically creates content. I don't use these. I'll be honest, I do not use these, and we have got coming instead, or as an addition to this, we have got coming a tool that will do auto blogging or auto content with artificial intelligence articles. Okay, it's not going to be perfect because AI isn't perfect yet. It will get better and better and better over the weeks and months and years. But right now it's not perfect, but it's good enough for what we want to do here because it can give us a unique piece of content on every single post. Okay, and that's all we need for the strategy that we're going to cover in the content section of this training. Okay, so what we can do in here is we can put in, for now what we can do is we can put in some text, etc. So for example, if you were doing like a product launch promotion, you could go to the sales page to the JV page, and you can look at the information on the JV page. You can copy and paste some stuff in here. You can use the spin tags, for example. That will give you some unique content on every page. But the other thing that we can do is we can come up here to the embed multimedia, and we can click on this. If I just expand on this, you will see that we've got multiple tabs up here at the top, and here we got images. So if I type in here crypto, I like that keyword because it's really short. There's only 5 letters. It's hard to mess up even from my bad typing. You can see all these 20 images come. You can click on load more, and that makes it 40. You can click on that button as many times as you want. Okay, and you can checkbox all. You don't need to click on save or anything like that. All you do is you go to the next one, and you can type in again crypto, and you can go and find videos about that. Okay, and you can checkbox all. And what's going to happen now is because we've got 60 images and we've got 50 videos, there's nothing to click on save. It's already saved automatically as soon as you checkbox. Okay. What it will do is it will take one image and one video. The next post that it does, it will take a different image and a different video. It will randomize every time. A bit like the Longtail Pro, the Longtail Sind. It will just randomize every time. Now, what that means is that you can have that unique multimedia content on every single page, which is great if you're doing something called keyword poking, where we're just trying to identify some keywords that we can rank for that's got traffic, that maybe we can take those keywords and put them into the main page so that we can start to rank that homepage, where we can build a really, really nice homepage. Okay, you can make them look like sales pages, landing pages, really high quality blog posts. It's a very, very flexible system with the new Google sites, not the classic we're using the new Google sites, but it's a really nice system for creating really eye-catching pages, and it's really stupid simple to use. It's really simple to use. It's not hard at all. So you do need to create your homepage first before you can post into Google sites. But what we can do then is we can do this bulk posting so that we can use this strategy to be able to find more keywords that we can rank for that have got traffic. One of the good things about Google sites is it indexes very, very fast compared to WordPress because it's a Google site. Secondly, it will help you as well for easy rankings, because Google just likes its own properties. It ranks these properties very, very easily as well. Okay. Now, I don't particularly like to use this method for the videos, especially if I'm doing a promotion. If it's something like, say for example, my ClickFunnels campaign, where I've got, I'm trying to send someone over to get a 14-day trial. I don't want 50 or 80 different videos in here. Okay, I'd rather just put one video that I have done that is my own video. Now, something important that I've noticed, okay, something important I've noticed, when you embed videos into Google sites, it helps them to rank in Google. The actual video, the youtube.com video, helps it to rank in Google as well. Okay, that's kind of important. So that's how we can use this. I prefer to choose instead the add URL and put my own video URL in here. And if I've got 20, 40, 60 images here, it will just take a different image with my video on every single post and with whatever text content we have put in here. And when we've added the AI ability in here, that will give you a unique piece of content on every single page as well. Okay, we've also got YouTube playlist. I don't use that, and I would only use that if it was my own playlist. I would not use this if it's someone else's playlist. Okay, and for the buttons, well, this is quite easy. Here's the thing about the buttons. It will be used as hyperlinks. Okay, so let me just grab an example here. I've got another screen here, guys. I've got two screens on this computer, which is kind of handy for when we're doing videos like this. But what I can do is I can take a link that I've got on my other screen here, and I can paste it in here. And I can take some text for that link, and I can paste it in here and click on add the button. Now that's going to give me one hyperlink on each page. It's going to be the same hyperlink on every single page. If I'm doing 30 posts, it's going to be on all 30 posts. Okay, what we can do is we can add up to 2 of these on every single post. Okay, I click on this, put some text in here, and I put a link in here. And these are call to action hyperlinks. Okay, you can use this for your outbound links as well. And there we go. Don't forget, if you're embedding videos, that's an outbound link. If you're looking to link out to an authority site, Google likes its own properties. Authority site is YouTube. Put 2 and 2 together. Videos can be your outbound link. Okay, Google Images, that kind of thing you can use. So if you've got some images on you, on sort of like public images I'm talking about, that's not a bad thing to do. Okay, so that's how we can use the buttons. So the buttons is actually hyperlinks. The reason we've done hyperlinks instead of buttons is because we could not automatically make the buttons stretch to cover all. Say for example, I've got a long headline here for the text. It would only do parts of it. and there was no way that we could stretch it. It was too problematic. So what we decided to do instead was put in hyperlinks. Okay, what you have got within that system though, within the Google Sites system, is you can put a smart bar at the top, and that smart bar can be your main call to action. We'll cover that in just a second. So that's basically how we can use the tool to make multimedia content. Okay, and all I need to do, I don't need to save anything. I just click on the X and go, or click on the close button. Now you will see here we've got 60 images, we've got 50 videos, and it's going to rotate between those. So we've got completely unique content. That title will always be the title of the post that's been done. So it's always going to take that unique post title from the long tail alpha. Okay, and you can start off your titles by putting something in here. You need to put the first one in yourself. So I can put in here cryptocurrency trading talk, for example. Anything you want to put in there, you can put in there, and you can click on add. That has now been added in here, and so all we need to do is we can put it on a schedule, or we can come over here and do some options. Now when we're here to do some options, if you're going to use the long tail sind keywords, you will see it like this. You click on this, come over here, and you choose the project that you want to get the titles from for making those posts. Just double check again that you have enough accounts or instances from the same account to match how many is there, because it can only do as many accounts as you've got, and it can only do as many long tail posts as you've got if you choose this option. If you only got 3 there and you got 30 accounts, it's only going to make 3 posts and stop. Equally, if you've got 30 posts here and you've only got 5 accounts, it's only going to do 5 accounts and it has to stop. There's got nowhere else to post. Okay, now we can ping the URLs, which we should do. Why? Because it tells other search engines. Okay, we know that Google Sites should theoretically get indexed quickly because it's a Google property, like YouTube does, for example. But what we can do is we can ping so that other search engines can find us as well, find our content too. So there's other search engines that have got millions and millions and millions of search queries every single day. So we want to tap into those as well. Bing, Yahoo, some other countries have got their own search, like Russia's got their own, China's got their own, etc., etc. Okay, we can index the URLs if you have the third-party indexer. I don't particularly want to use that for this particular tool. Okay, it is there if you want to use it. I don't use it unless you've already got an account. You can put it in there. Just let it happen if you want to. Sometimes those indexing services, those third-party indexing services, well, sometimes they have it's almost like a backlink profile they create. They've got tiered linking and all that kind of stuff. And the reason I don't do that is because one of the OTOs we've got RSS Extreme Advanced in here, which is basically helping you to get indexed, and it's doing some stuff with Google Sites RSS feed. Okay, now with the Google Sites, with the new Google Sites, there isn't an RSS feed. We have created it using our own servers. With the classic Google Sites, they had a widget for RSS stuff. They can still do that. We don't know how long that's going to stay up, the classic one. So when we built this tool, we decided to go with the new one because that's likely to have the longevity, and we created our own RSS feeds from the Google Sites using our own server. So because I have this, I'm not bothered about the indexing here, unless you're really a big fan of an indexing service that is within the settings here that you can just add your API key, then go for it. Okay, now delay in between posts, I don't do it personally, but you can. Okay, and you can choose a number of threads. Now if you've got a computer with huge resources, you can choose up to 10 threads. Okay, if you've got a computer that struggles to do like some basic stuff when you're working, you better keep it at 1 thread. Okay, so I'll let you figure that out for yourself. Right, now that has covered the basics in here. Let me just come back into the long tail in here as well, because you notice that we've got 3 columns in here. Okay, we've got 3 columns in here, and the reason for that is because it's designed to be able to create commercial intent keywords every single time. Okay, let me show you how that works. So if I go and create a new project, let's see if I've got one already here, because sometimes I have some examples that I did in the previous video. Okay, here's one example. You can see this suggest modifier. Well, it really should, I need to get this rewritten so that people understand it better. Here it should be front end modifier. So we got things like best, we've got top, we've got things like, for example, if this is marketing software, then fastest example only, okay, just for the purpose of demonstration. Okay. Here we can have like things like marketing software, then we can put in things like marketing tool. So this is the main keyword. Okay, and here for the location, we can put in end modifiers here. Where it says location, we can put in end modifiers. And we can put in things like review. And we can put reviews as plural. And we can put in here best marketing software. Say we can put a sort of freshness angle to it, 2021, etc., etc. What that means is that we're going to have, it's going to take one of these and one of these and one of these every time it creates a new title. Now if I click on save, first of all, you will see here it shows you we've got 3 of the first one, 2 of the second, and 3 of the third. 3 front end modifiers, 2 main keywords, 3 end modifiers. Okay, you can put locations in here if you want to. I'll show you an example of that in a second. Okay, so in this situation, if I click on preview, you can see it's taken one of these, the word fastest, it's taken one of these, the word marketing software, and it's taken one of these, which is 2021. Okay, from this you can see fastest marketing software 2021. Click on preview, fastest marketing software reviews, best marketing software reviews. Okay, I don't like that word fastest actually, I'll just put it in as a demonstration, but if you have a look at this, if you're using this properly and you give it some thought, what you can do is you can make sure that you have got commercial intent keywords every single time. Every single time. Best marketing software, top marketing tool review. These are commercial intent keywords, okay? You would have it more specific for your main keyword as well. Best webinar software, best webinar platform review, etc. That kind of thing. That's when people are kind of looking specifically for something and they're quite far in the journey that they want to start to identify products, or if you want to do this for a specific product, then you just build your content around that specific product. Right now, say for example ClickFunnels, okay, and you can put in here like ClickFunnels templates, ClickFunnels affiliate program, ClickFunnels case studies, that kind of thing, and you can put in here best ClickFunnels case studies. You can even put the year in there as well, just to make it more up to date. Okay, now here's something important here. Whatever number I've got in here multiplies by this to give you the total number of posts that it can do. So if I've got 2 in here and 2 here, 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12. This can do 12 posts. That's all it can do. It will do 12 posts. It will randomize until the 12th post is done, and then it stops because it's got no more that it can do. Whatever's in here times here times here. Okay, and that's your calculation. If I've got 10 front end modifiers and 10 keywords and 10 end modifiers, it's going to be 10 times 10 is 100 times 10 is 1,000 posts. You can see that builds up very, very quickly. Okay, just be wary of that because you can easily run that into millions. It doesn't take a lot, believe me, I've been there before. It doesn't take a lot, especially if you're scraping, you know, parts of keywords from keyword tools, etc., and then you start to break them down. I've done that before. It can be really effective when you're doing mass page building, but it's a hell of a lot of posting, and oftentimes it's not needed. What I prefer to do is more specific content based on a specific angle. So for example, the ClickFunnels example again, where we'd have things like ClickFunnels affiliate program, I would have one piece of content about ClickFunnels affiliate program, and maybe there's 50 or 60 keywords, phrases that I want to include. That would give me about 50 or 60 posts in that situation. We would build the titles from that 50 or 60 keywords, right? So what would happen then is that we do that 50 or 60, and then the next thing for ClickFunnels might be ClickFunnels case studies. And so I might have another 12 for that, so I would have one piece of content for that. Okay, in that way you're doing it much more in a proper manner, in the sense that it's targeted, it's less spammy, believe it or not, and it's just better quality marketing. Okay, so that way you can cherry pick the results, you know what you're looking for, and you're not getting messed up with like thousands and thousands of posts. There's no reason to do that. What you want to do is just segment it and do it properly, do it nicely. And if you do that, you'll get better results. You'll start to see things that you might not see when you just do a big blast. Okay, so anyway, that's how that works. That's the sort of tips that you need to know about using the tool. And I've gone a little bit further than what I intended to do, but now you've had a full overview of how to use the tool. So if you've watched this, congratulations, you know how to use the tool pretty well, and that gives you ways that you can, you know, construct your content with some kind of purpose, with some kind of goal at the end of it, instead of just blasting away. Okay, thanks for watching.